So we touched upon your brand briefly in our first interview, but just as a refresher for the people watching, could you just tell us the name of your brand again and basically what it is?
Yeah, so my brand Grunts Not Blunts. I started about 2.5 years ago, 3 years ago maybe. And it was just I use it as a metaphor for me just to make the right decisions in life. So I use grunts to represent everything I kind of should choose over blunts to represent things I should avoid. And a lot of people look at it as kind of anti-smoking, anti-drug. Um, but to me, it's just like so much more than that. I can relate to so many different things on so many different levels. So.
Cool. So you said in the last interview as well that you started the brand around the time you got to Emmanuel, but it
Mhm.
feels like you really ramped up your Instagram account kind of at the end of 2020, beginning of 2021. So I'm wondering
Mhm.
what the brand looked like in the beginning and kind of what has led you to where you are now.
Yeah, so the brand in the beginning was I made the t-shirts as a joke with my trainer at the time because he kind of saw the path I started to go down. I recognized it as well. So we just kind of started joking around saying like grunts not blunts, like, and at the time it was kind of related more to smoking and drinking. But as I said, it's grown so much better. But it started just between us, and I remember making the original like 12 shirts, six white, six black, our original logo, and bringing them into a session with him and being like, yo, bro, look what I made. Like, and we just kind of got a laugh out of it. And from there, I kind of started wearing them a little bit. I didn't have an Instagram. I didn't have anything. I kind of did it purely as a joke for us too. Um, and yeah, I started wearing them at the gym a little. People started buying them. I remember I sold out of the first like 12. I bought like 12 more of just that same black and white shirt. And then I think after coming to Emmanuel, the brand had maybe I had it for like 6 months or so. I started wearing them to practice a little bit, and a couple of guys in the basketball team were like, "Yo, what's that? Like, I want one." So after selling to a couple of guys on the team, that's when I kind of realized I was like, okay, I can take this to the next level a little bit. And then I decided to the Instagram, and I just decided to branch out a little more. I got one of the crew necks on. I did crew necks, sweatshirts. I did a couple women's items, and then I did do like tank tops as well. A couple items you can like wear in the gym and things like that. But yeah, from the beginning, like looking back on it, it's like I had no idea it'd grow into what it is now.
Yeah. So how helpful is that to have your teammates kind of embrace it and embrace the lifestyle that you promote for themselves as well?
Yeah, honestly, before I even answer that, it goes beyond the teammates as well. Like I get support from a ton of people that aren't just, specifically on the basketball team. But yeah, it's just so nice to see. It's so much easier to keep going forward with it. And I just love seeing it. Love seeing, people I didn't even really know that well running into them on campus and being like, they got some merch on. Like
Yeah.
it just makes me feel so happy, and it's just so cool that it feels like I can give a little part of myself and like the things I do. And that's what I want to keep spreading. I want to spread my message that, I wasn't in a terrible place in life, but I was just doing bad stuff, and I just like who I am so much more now. And I've seen the growth of myself with the brand. So it's awesome just like putting that message into other people as well and seeing them like support it.
Has that affected your on court performance as well?
This is another thing I have to put time and effort into. So, I can say it's affected, kind of multiple areas of my life, and the fact that, there, I was thinking how you were kind of telling me that we were going to talk more about growing some blunts, and I was thinking of how it's been over the past couple of years, and they're kind of ups and downs with it. And
Yeah.
I'd say specifically times where I like I'm gonna get new apparel and things like that when I kind of got to take that step of what stuff I'm gonna get and if I haven't gotten it yet. And I just get nervous because like those are my own funds that I'm
Hmm.
putting into getting new stuff, and I don't have like, yeah, I have supportive people that are like, oh, if you get those, I'm gonna get one. But there's so many people that flake on that, and
Yeah.
so like around that it can be super stressful. And yeah, that can relate to my performance on the court. It can relate to my performance in school and just having time to do those things when I'm ordering samples, trying stuff on, talking to people. I'm like, do you like this? Like, I want other people's opinions from the people that I want to be wearing the stuff. So yeah, there are periods, but specifically times when I'm going to buy new stuff, I might not notice that it affects me like insanely hard, but it definitely does.
Yeah. Do you find it easier to kind of ramp things up during the off season as far as the brand goes, or do you kind of keep it around the same whether you're in season or not?
Um, it honestly sometimes feels like it's easier to do Like in season
Mm,
in a way. Sometimes because when I'm just doing stuff, I remember I was so cautious of what I posted on the Instagram. Like I didn't know what to post. I was like, if I'm not like working out fully or
yeah.
doing like the best thing, I can't post it. And people just started being like, dude, post what you post. Like people follow it because it's you, it's your brand, it's your message. And I'm like, yeah, like you're so like true. So yeah, sometimes when I'm in season and I don't like necessarily post a ton of like the basketball team per se, but
Hmm.
I'll get a clip of me playing basketball or a clip of me working out or even a clip of me stretching at the end of like a day of full practice and just kind of promoting what I do to take care of my body and my health and things like that. So again, it just comes up and down. Sometimes I'll be in the off season, but I'll be working out a lot and I'll be like, oh, this is a great time that I can film a lot in the gym. And yeah, I don't have to worry about rushing to practice later. So it's all back and forth. But yeah, there have been times when I'm in season, specifically in season mixed with this time where I'm trying to order new apparel,
Yeah.
where I'm like, wow, this is a lot going on right now.
Cool. So obviously you have a couple more years before you have to think about this too much, but where do
Yeah.
you see the direction of the brand going post your playing days?
Most of my playing days, I just want to continue posting the stuff I do. I just plan on continuing to live a lifestyle this way of just making the right choices for me and continuing to grow healthy relationships with people around me and surround myself with people like that. So I don't know, it's kind of interesting because you asking me that just seems like you're asking me like where I see myself, you know what I mean, what I see
Yeah.
myself going into, because I just picture it so much of like being a part of me. But I'll just imagine that as long as I'm on social media, it will be there as well. It'll be a presence, and I just like to keep it open. You never quite know when the next Nate is going to interview me and where it's going to bring me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I just like to keep a good image around it, make sure I'm always like kind of up about it on social media and things, and we'll see. But keep it positive, keep it healthy, and keep it happy.